Okay, all right. So we had our roundtable Q&A discussion last Saturday, and we had very mixed reactions to it. Some players were very, very upset by it. Some players were very, very excited by it. And I decided to put tonight aside to kind of try to alleviate some of the concerns that some players may have. So with that being said, I'm just going to say a few things real quick about it. And then if any of you guys have any questions about the upcoming server or how the upcoming server is going to affect the current Red 99 server, anything about Red 99 in relation to the new server, I guess, feel free to ask when I'm done talking. So gonna get started. As you guys know, new server's coming. We're A lot of people are asking, why would we do this? What is going on in our heads that we think this is a good idea? And the main reason is we want to try something different. Honestly, we were expecting after the initial buzz wore off, we were expecting 300 to 400 players on Red consistently. And unfortunately, as you guys know, that is not the number we are hitting on a nightly basis, not even close. And so we don't know if, I mean, yeah, a lot of people blame the community, and I'll admit I'm one of them. From player feedback from people that have switched from red to blue, the biggest thing I've heard is different community issues. And so that's why I am so insultive of said community. But that being said, there's also different issues that we feel could be resolved with a new server. And we don't want to we don't want to ruin the integrity of the red server by just turning it into a guinea pig where we just try something for a couple weeks, and if it doesn't work, we rip it out and try something else. We don't want to do that to the red server. So So we decided we would open a new server, and we would essentially try all the things that Red 99 doesn't have. So that means trying item loot, that means trying teams, that means trying probably the removal of global OOC or some kind of restricted OOC. It means having official leaderboards. It means basically doing all the things that we were on the fence about when we were releasing Red 99 and just putting them all together on a server and releasing it in the name of science, as Nilbog loves to say so oftenly. And so that being said, there is absolutely no ETA on the server. Nobody has started any kind of work or development on said server. I don't even know if we have the physical box that would be the server. So we definitely don't have an ETA on said server. How does it affect? All right, so Rogan mentioned merging last Saturday as well. Let me explain to something real quick. I think he misspoke when he said something about merging the red servers into the blue servers. I can't imagine that would ever happen. I don't recall that ever being spoken about internally. I honest to goodness believe he misspoke when he said that. I didn't even notice it when he said it during the discussion. Um, so that being said, the way the merging is going to work is we're going to look at both servers and see which one is doing better. And that doesn't mean we're going to look at the population and be like, oh, this one has a higher population, so it's doing better. We understand new servers generate buzz, new servers, people just come. Hold on. Sorry about that. I just got bombarded with sound because Light decided to stop streaming. Thanks, Light. Um, so yeah, merging. Um, we're going to look at a lot of things. We're going to talk to players. We're going to get player feedback, and based on the player feedback, we're going to discuss internally, and we're going to make a decision on what we feel is more successful. And not just more successful at the current moment, but what we feel would be more successful for harboring a larger population, attracting new players, and keeping those new players long term. Um, a lot of people are under the impression that we're opening a new server to to give not Nihilum members a chance to catch Nihilum. That's retarded. Um, I mean, part of me honestly hopes that Nihilum dominates the new server too, just because I'm curious what the forum posts and what the reasoning would be as per the player base. But that being said, I don't like just one server at the top dominating content. It's boring as shit. I honestly feel three teams is probably the best way to go. I feel I feel personally that it should not be hard coded, and I know that brings up lots of issues like immortal healing, out of range healing, um, cross teaming, shit like that, and I understand that. But the reason that I would say I'm for the not hard coded is because if for some excuse me, if for some reason we were to merge Red 99 into the new server, I don't want it to break up current guilds. And if we hard coded teams, that would break up guilds. If we did it the like the Valenczek way from live, it wouldn't break up guilds. The existing guilds would just become the dirty cross teamers, and the teams would mostly affect new players. And so again, we're not opening a new server for anything having to do with the current guild situation on Red. We're doing it to see strictly to see if it's friendlier to new players and if they tend to stay on the server longer than they do on Red 99. So that being said, I would like very much to see 3 or 4 top guilds. On my live server, we had 3 to 4 top guilds. And it made for a good time. Sorry, I'm typing something. So I feel that's pretty much all that needs to be said on that. Again, we have no ETA, and again, it absolutely would not have any effect on Velius. And I think Nobog made that very clear, the reasons why it won't last Saturday. And if anybody missed the discussion, there's a very good version of it on Rogan's channel, twitch.tv/Rogan. So strongly suggest checking that out if you haven't. I have versions here too, but my volume was all jacked up. So if you don't hate your eardrums, I strongly suggest using Rogan's stream. There's a 2-hour version. There's a 3-hour version, a 4-hour. There's many different versions. The whole discussion went on for like 3 or 4 hours. So there's that. We have a new dev. Rogan touched on that. I feel like it is official. He gave me some information. Oh, I'm sorry. I skipped the biggest thing I wanted to say. Development and work and staff attention to the Red server, the current Red 99 server, will not change. We still have lots of work planned for Red, and we're not going to release the new server until we have made changes to the Red server that we want to make. One of those changes do include playing with the classic resists. We need to fix that on the test server, and then we will either implement the classic resists on the new server or both servers, but we definitely want to see the classic resists in action. So there's that. Um, Okay, so the new dev wanted me to gave me some stuff to share with you guys, and I said I wasn't going to because I said the red community doesn't they're not nice people and we shouldn't reward their bad behavior. But I do want you guys to know that the devs are working on the red server. So I decided I will share. Out of range dispelling has once again been disabled. That's one fix that needed to be in, so I guess that is fixed. And I'm guessing all of this needs to be patched, so I'd say next patch it's probably in. Um, Spells with a dispel component are now restrictable on PvP servers, so High Sun, Lava Breath, Frost Breath, etc. Pure dispels like Cancel Magic, Taper Enchantment, they continue to be unresistible. They added a initial line of sight check to bolt spells on PvP enabled servers. Um, Life taps heal for the full amount in PvP and PvE. Vexing Mordina and similar spells will now properly display on the target's buff bar. Let's see. Damage shields no longer do reduced damage in PvP. And finally, mesmeration spells. Mesmerize? I can't talk. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Mesmerize spells will bypass the level checks when used in PvP. Players will continue to not be mesmerized by their own AoEs if they are above the level cap until we further refine the system. So those are the upcoming changes for the next patch to Red 99. And with that, I'm going to open up the floor to you guys for any questions. I'm going to scroll through the chat pretty quickly just to see if there's anything. Alaskan, I feel I already addressed your concern. So, Gotrocks, let me just say thank you from the staff to you for all of the great assistance you've given players in the technical discussion forum. It has definitely been noticed by the staff. It has been appreciated by staff. I'm not very tech savvy, but I do spend time popping my head in there to see who's helping who. And so I know you are helping people. But you say one of the biggest reasons people don't play on Red 99 is the community. Whether people want to believe it or not, it's true. I've talked to enough people to know it's a serious issue. How do we stop the community from being the Red 99 community? Is it possible to implement something like they have on League of Legends, or are there other ideas to control griefing? So Gotrocks, that's a good question and statement, I guess. First of all, I do agree with you. I feel the community is a huge deterrent to a lot of players. And unfortunately, here's the problem. The current community sees the players that can't handle the community as, to quote Tiggles, as casual scum who essentially aren't made for a red server. And very sad to say, to be a successful PvP server, you need all types of players. You need the hardcores, you need the casuals, you need your PKers, you need your anti-PKers, you need everybody. Some of the reasons that the three main PvP servers were so successful is because you had all kinds of people. I mean, there were people who played on Valenzac because the day they happened to start EverQuest, that just happened to be the server on the top of the list. They had no idea it was a PvP server, but they didn't want to re-roll once they started. And so you had bluebies on the server. You had red type players on the server. You had your anti-PK. You had all these people. You had a lion or a forest won't survive if it's only full of lions. Lions don't eat each other. Lions need gazelles. And right now, the community scares all the gazelles away. And so we're hoping that the team server might be a bit more friendly to the breeding of gazelle for the lions. So let's move on. Dun, 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 dun. Salty. Hello, Salty. Salty says VZTZ had a bigger pop. Currently, yes. I would say at its absolute maximum, VZTZ had a bigger pop. But you know as well as I do that the 330 population with two boxing was not maintained very long and was essentially ruined by the no rule suggestion you made that SariX added to the VZTZ server. At its best, it saw about 165 individual people online. Red 99 has already crushed that number multiple times. And I'm not even talking about when the server started. In the last 6 months, Red 99 has crushed that number. So long-term VZTZ did not have a bigger population. I would be forced to disagree with you. I know it's true. Box will be the same 100 people regardless of what staff does. If that central problem isn't fixed, yes. Alright, mail from VZ. Mail VZ, I don't know. Any chance on the current Red 99 of making East Commons a non-PvP zone with the bankers so newbies can get buffs, people can do stuff, get rid of the OC. I hate non-PvP zones, but blah blah blah, build community. Yeah, I agree with global OC. I think it's horrible. As far as the EC idea, I'm very much against safe zones on PvP servers. I very much believe that the introduction of the Nexus and the Bazaar was the beginning of the end of my PvP server. And the nail in the coffin was the plane of knowledge. So I would never advocate for non-PvP zones. Salty, I'm 100% against no rules. I'm 100% against boxing. But I'm 100% for teams. So, and I know that, like, for any of you old Talonzek players or Valenczek players, we absolutely can do the orange for darks, blue for humans, purple for shorts, and yellow for elves. I've seen all the colors. They all work. I can actually turn somebody's name pink if we really want to. We can make like the anti-PK team pink or something. If you turn in your book, you get a pink name. Something like that. Uh, let me see. Now need to fix all clickies. I believe we talked about clickies in the roundtable discussion, but I'm pretty sure Tracktooth and Soulfire are being changed to better, basically so they're not overpowered going forward. Eldoran wants to say, if the goal is to bring in more people to Red 99, then why don't we make some changes and see how things are going before a new server, blah, blah, blah. Alderan, we do plan on making changes to the current Red server before the new one is released. Like I said, we have discussed nothing other than a staff meeting and then the stream discussion. Nothing else has been discussed. We've only had this idea for 2 or 3 weeks. I don't even know if we have the physical hardware to set up the new server at this time. That being said, there are a lot of changes we have coming for the PvP server. That's why we brought on another PvP dev who's strictly PvP. And we're going to get those changes in before we even start on the new server. So we're absolutely not forgetting about Red 99. It will forever be our bastard stepchild. So do not worry. And I mean, the new server might not be for everybody. I mean, yeah, there's going to be a lot of people on it because it's a new server and everybody goes to a new server. But after a month or two, after the hype wears off, people will quit. And that new server is also going to be extremely accelerated. I mean, we're talking legacy items for maybe a week or a week and a half. It's not going to be, 2 months of farming mana stones. It's going to be very quickly. I expect that Kunark would be in after 3 months, and then after 3 months of Kunark, it would be merged one way or the other. I got a tell in game from Versace, it looks like, asking about Annul Magic. I already spoke to that. That's all getting fixed. Um, AKA don't live in parents' basement. I don't understand. I don't live in my parents' basement. My parents live on a farm. They don't have a basement. I live in the city with my brother. Let's see, what are your thoughts on low hit point, aggro, kiting, and bard pulls for XP groups? Meanwhile, we have XP penalties and disincentives to group. So I think there needs to be a there needs to either be a bonus added to groups or it needs to not be a penalty, but you should never get more XP soloing than grouping because it deters grouping. So we have something in the works for that. Um, as far as low hit point aggro kiting, I assume you mean on the blue server? Because on the red server you could just run up and gank a guy who's low hit point kiting. But on the blue server, people can't camp entire zones. If you see a bard pulling a zone full of mobs, feel free to pull a couple, and I guarantee you the staff isn't going to care. Um, Too many sharks. I said too many lions, not enough gazelle. Too many chiefs, not enough Indians. No, that doesn't really work. The chief and Indian thing doesn't work. I like the lion gazelle thing much, much better. What are your thoughts on removing the current EXP bonus and adding a group bonus instead? Alright, so personally, I think the current EXP bonus is ridiculously, absurdly high. And I would be for lowering it, but apparently if we touch the XP bonus, people just absolutely lose their minds. So I don't know. I don't want to deal with hundreds of people pissing in my ear because we made the game more in tune to how the game should be. Right now, people level so quickly they can't even afford to buy their spells and shit along the way. But whatever. Nobody actually wants to play EQ. They just want to be level 60. And that's cool. To each their own. But like I said, group XP bonus needs to go in or a penalty needs to be removed. But it shouldn't you shouldn't be penalized for being in a group. That's retarded. And just to confirm Asher's concern, there is no real bloomin' onion trading allowed on the server. Eldoran. You need a big mix. Right now we have two kinds of griefers and hard raiders. Oh, we have two kinds, griefers and hard raiders. So now we need to focus on casual. Casuals, not as in casual raiders, but casual players in general. Yes, Eldoran, I 100% agree with you, and we're hoping that's what teams can be. Dun, 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 dun. 40% of the server boxes, like everyone I've grouped with. It's outrageous. If you can report them and we can catch them, we will ban them. I have no mercy on two boxers, and I know Zaid and Embrodus do not either. Also, we have a new guide. So if you see, where's this asshole's name? If you see this guy's name, he is a new guide. Be nice to him. I don't know if he comes on the red server or not, but I will ask him to start because the biggest thing the red server needs is just eyeballs. It needs a staff presence so that if there is two boxing going on or if there is training or insta-camping, most of these things that people do need to be Frapster witnessed and by a staff member, and that makes it really, really, really hard to catch. And I know it's really, really frustrating for the players, but we can't just ban somebody because Salty says that Sirken trained him, so we have to ban Sirken. We can't do that, or we'd have to ban literally everybody on the server. There'd be me and Nilbog and Zaid would be the only people able to log into Red 99. And I feel that with more guides just being there, just having a presence on the server, more people means more opportunities to catch people cheating and banning them and keeping the server clean and fun. So I'm hoping we can get more guides. It's hard. It's very hard to get guides on the red server. If you fix all the things miners complain about, what will happen to the whining? Trust me, Mail, it's impossible to make everybody happy. They will find things to cry about. The crying will never end. Can you clearly state for the world Red 99 will not merge into the Blue 99 ever? Team 99 will merge into Red 99. Red 99 will merge into Team 99. Eldoran, that's 100% correct. If the red server merged into the blue server, I would put a fucking bullet through my head. And so would the people on the red server, or on the blue server. And you know what? So would probably the people on the red server. What kind of EXP bonus? Oh, Light. Hello. He asks, what kind of EXP bonus you think would be implemented on the new server in order to sustain the advancement rate? I imagine the same XP rate that's on Red 99. It's pretty absurdly high at the moment. Um, let's see. Dun, dun, dun. I don't like... Oh, Twill says, I don't like that, honestly. A week of Legacy, so only people who are hardcore and live in the basement can play 24/7 will be able to access those items. Gives the same people who are top of the food chain the ability to farm those items. Well, blah, 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 blah. Here's the thing. We're not trying to flood the market with mana stones and guises. The XP rate's going to be high. There's going to be a ton of people within range leveling and grouping together. People will get in these camps, and PvP will help mitigate who those people are. That being said, this server is not a long-term thing, and the server is not being made to punish hardcore people that live in the basement, and it's not being made to give a leg up on people or give a benefit to people that aren't as hardcore. It is strictly to try a different rule set and see if that rule set is more productive to maintaining players that log into the server. It's not like we get new players on Red 99 all the time. The problem is they don't stay on Red 99. They either go to the blue server or they go to another emulator, or they're the type of person who just plays something for a couple months and moves on to something else. We're not doing this to help one guild or hurt one guild or help hardcores or hurt hardcores. It has nothing to do with that. It's strictly to test a different rule set and see how well it maintains players. Readme has a level 8 druid, but I bet it's the very best level 8 druid on the server. What can a casual get for 50 plat? He can get a hug. Salty, we won't allow boxing. We will just get more staff. Listen to Zaid. Petition them if you think they're boxing. So, Whiplo, here's the thing. Your link, I figured it out. Your link is missing the the Project 99 part. If you look at the link, it should have the address to take you to the forums, and in that link should be www.project1999.org and then / all the garbage. So if you PM me the link that you have, I can PM you back what's missing, but it's probably just www.project1999.org. And then the rest of the shit. Bum, bum, bum. Let's see. A lot of people agreeing with this. Sadistic, OG Valenczek player. Let me just say Valenczek, best server ever. I watch my back, can take the heat. Just think it's funny, people complain, no population, yet these are the same people who grief new players. Oh yes, throw me on the bandwagon, I agree with them too. Alaskan, I feel the same way. If everybody who said I wish Red had more people than I'd play there, if they just manned up and rolled a character, the server would easily have 200 or 300 people right now. Um, Thank you, Got Rocks, our awesome forum tech discussion helper. He can fix all your problems. Gotta start protecting newbie zones. There was that one player, Fairy, who actually tried to do that, but she got worn down by the grief and I don't see her anymore. Big Beef, technically anybody can MQ. There's no like magic ninja who jumps out of your closet and roundhouse kicks you in the face as you try to load up MQ. But if you run MQ, you're going to get flagged. And every month, I believe, like the first or let's just say like the first week of the month, Effie is going to run a query and he's going to automatically ban every account that has been flagged for MQ. I know that he has already done it this month because I have a bunch of petitions on the forums like, I don't know what happened. I tried to log in. It says I'm banned. This must be some mistake. And so I just flagged those for Epfi and call it a day. Dun, 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 dun. By the way, Bug, if you create an emu account and try to log into Red first right now, you just get disconnected. You have to log in. Oh shit, that's a crazy bug. Alright, so Eldoran says, I'm actually going to reread this like a halfway decent human being so everyone can understand it. If you create a new EQ emu account and you try to log into Red 99 first, you are going to get disconnected. For some reason, you have to log into the blue server first and then just escape out and then log into Red and create a character. I don't know why that is, but Eldoran, please post that on the bug forum because that's probably something to do with the some changes we made on our end that I don't want to talk about because I don't know if I'm allowed to. Too salty for me. Huh, I see what you did there, Flex. Well done. Well done. Wimplo, I will check the link in like 10 minutes when I'm done with this. But listen to what Gotrox is saying. Just put www.project1999.org/forums in front of the link and then try it and it should work. Because that's usually the link. But I'll check it. You're saying it's not that? So, yeah, put it in the front. Give it a try. If it doesn't work, I will definitely try to help you. But Gotrox, seriously, like if I might even try to like get him some kind of like forum moderator status in the technical discussion forum because every time I turn around, he's one of the players that are helping. Grimtoad, there will... Oh, a zone control map! That is an awesome, sexy idea. I thought you just meant zone maps, but, you know what? I'm going to, I'm going to bring that up at the next staff meeting. I think zone control maps could be awesome and would be based, or would, promote guilds and teams trying to do zone control. I think that's a great idea. So, alright, let me check in-game real quick. We'll definitely have my eyes on Red. Oh, probably shouldn't read that. Yes, don't worry, I do not move my black boxes. Oh shit, fuck! Fuck! I had access to the ESO beta tonight and I fucking forgot to log in. Fuck! Hold on, let me check something. Let me see what the time period was. I bet you it ended at 9 p.m. I bet you. Right when I started this. So like in the 2 hours I was dicking around doing nothing. EDT, was it? Eastern Daylight Time? Until 9. God damn it. God damn it. God damn it. Alright, so that is twice this week I missed an opportunity to do ESO beta testing. God damn it. Oh, 9 p.m. extra dicks today. That sounds like a horribly frightening time zone to be in. If any of you live in that time zone, I do feel bad for you. Um, Let me see something. Oh, god damn it. And oh shit, I got people, oh, this is blue server shit, you guys don't care. Are you serious? Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. So much tears on the blue server, guys. I wish I could just unleash you guys on blue for like 24 hours. And that you got, like an Oblivion gate opens up and the Red 99 community just pours through this gate right into the East Commons tunnel where they all are AFK and not really aware of what's going on. And it just starts there, and I think it would be absolutely great. I need Oblivion gates. I am being told that they were just testing login server stuff for ESO today. And so that makes me much, much happier about missing it. So, unless anyone has any questions, I'm just about going to wrap this up. Um, I'll give you guys a second or two to type super fast. Can we get a beta team server where max level is 5? You know what, Salty? We actually were playing around with the idea of opening up a Discord style server where the max level would either be something lower or we would start you off at like 25 or 30 or something. And, you know, Discord style. When you die in PvP specifically, you would completely lose your character, and whoever killed you would be able to loot all of your things. So, there's nothing official. That was kind of just something that was said as a joke, and then other staff members were like, well, hey now, let's not dismiss that. That's kind of an awesome idea. So, hey, don't hate on the crack staff, Flex Buff. I actually have a character on Red 99, and his primary weapon is a cracked staff. And let me tell you, he has been busting up some gargoyles in the Ocean of Tears. Uh-oh. Nope, sorry guys, I'm talking about a 14-year-old elf simulator. I can't answer the phone. So, on that note, it looks like there is no more questions. I'm going to go harass Light for a little bit. I told him that if he wanted, I would join him for a general Q&A about anything, not just how the new server affects Red 99. Oh, I have a last minute question. Let's see. Let us see. This guy might have even peaced out. Oh no, he's still here. So, anonymous staff member Zaid wants to know that people, or says that people have been asking about Thursday night fights, and well, when it will come back. I have been super busy. I'm sorry. I promise it will come back. But I got in some trouble for the for some of the rewards because apparently some players were recharging their rewards, and I didn't know you could do that. And so I got chewed out a little bit, and so I went through and removed a bunch of the ones I could find, and will continue to remove them as I find them. Trying to think of another reward other than the title, but that being said, I do plan on bringing it back. I have my very last two classes. Give me 1 second. I have to go choke my dog to death. So I am back. All right. So that is it. There are no more questions. I'm going to end this, and I will put it up on. Oh, person asking about the 100-shot gnome illusion. I probably just addressed that. Anybody who is missing a racial potion, it's because I got a little chewed out and I was told to remove them, so I'm in the process of removing them. Hang on a second. Alright, so like I said, I'm going to end this, and then I'm going to pester Light and see if he wants to bombard me with questions on his stream. If he does, I will do that. If not, I won't. For any of you other streamers, I want you guys to know as well, I will always accept invitations. So if you would ever like to have me join you on your stream for to ask some questions, some kind of Q&A, some kind of interview, some kind of discussion, some kind of really whatever you want. Feel free to invite me. I will accept invitations from anybody and everybody as long as they play on the server and as long as the content is about Project 1999. And then, of course, you can join us at www.project1999.org. I do not do sexual invites or karaoke. Like I said, it's got to be P99 related. Thank you guys for coming. I hope I answered all of your questions goodly. I try very hard not to give you guys shoddy answers. You take the time to come out and ask a question. I feel I should take the time to give you a respectable answer. So, again, thanks for listening. I'm going to cut this off, and I will talk to you guys next time.